Hello, everyone. As you already know, today we'll react to everything I've seen and heard around me, kind of like a Q&A. As I've said before, I'm not really interested in becoming a YouTuber. But here, on this channel, I'll speak out about all my frustrations with the game. Maybe one day we'll be heard. That's why I always encourage players to write or leave a comment wherever they can. I've noticed that many players are either too shy or just don't care. But funny enough, they're the first to complain about the system in this game. I've seen how players seem stuck in their way of thinking. They're just waiting for EST games to make a change. But let me tell you from personal experience, nothing good will happen unless you speak up. Honestly, this server has become a place where playing the game barely lets you afford anything. Progress takes months or even years. If you have low CP, your only real option is calling your best friend, MasterCard or Visa. I once read a book on how to make money in real life, and one quote really stuck with me. The most money is made off poor people if you understand their needs. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? That's basically what the in-game resellers are doing. All right, let's jump into what players are saying and the hate I've received along the way. Ink Master Cabal said, "Good morning, Brazilian friend here from Mercury, Brazil. Wizard 1.4 million power CP, Game Master from Guild Ink Master. I face the same struggle as a wizard. The only motivation I have is the AoE and TG impact on wizard. It feels so good to be uncatchable that I will stay on wizard. But the reality is what you said. Blader, Dark Mage, and Force Archer, as we call the DPS classes, Battle Mode 2 classes, are dominant in PvE. No doubt I wish they could balance the synergies. In Battle Mode 3 to bring back the Battle Mode 3 classes, such as at Warrior, Wizard, and so on. I promised to myself to never change classes, and I will stay forever as a wizard, but I won't lie. I think about changing class every day." What can I say? I've been in the exact same situation for over a year. I always thought about switching classes, but never did, because I really love Wizard. Still, if I had to choose between Wizard and Dark Mage and TG, I'd pick Wizard 100%. There's just something special about it that can't be explained. But when it comes to dungeons, I choose Dark Mage 100%. And yeah, you're right about synergies. It would be great to have a new option that boosts DPS in Battle Mode 3 when activated, or even when you enter Battle Mode 3. But obviously, not for all classes. Keisuke Sakamori said, "Currently playing Wizard in Cabal C. Wizard is a farmer in low dungeon, fast and efficient. After Battle Mode change card is available, it's time to change to Force Archer." Exactly, like I said, a lot of Wizard players feel unsatisfied with the class in late game. It's unplayable at that point. And Force Archer is probably the most balanced character you can play, whether you're low or high CP. Stephen Witt said, "I'm in a similar situation myself, where I see other classes just run things at a much quick pace with less effort. Dark Mage just has all the right tools you would need for solo runs. Wizard isn't bad, but in the late game, it doesn't shine as much. EST Soft really needs to sit down to improve on class rebalancing and leave the current meta classes, Blader, Force Archer, and Dark Mage, where they sit." You're absolutely right. But let's be honest. If Est Soft were to have a meeting about this, their main question would probably be, how to get money faster and leave quickly. I looked through the upcoming update notes for episodes 39, 40, and 41, and it really feels like they're pressuring us to throw more owls and cash at the game just to fix their past mistakes. So what visible mistakes have Estsoft made? There are plenty. Just look at this year's Easter event. Golden Pigs no longer drop Palestra Inferna because they realized too much money was circulating in the game. They removed opportunities for new players to make money. The players who were around when there were no dungeon entry limits made a ton of L's, and now they're reselling to the entire server. The auction house is proof of that. Prices are 2 to 3 times higher, if not more. This event also brings massive lag. Every year, the server crashes from all the channel switching spam. Just last week, the server was down for half a day, and more crashes are coming. Last year, during the same event, we couldn't do anything for an entire week due to lag. Their compensation? A GM Blessing Level 5 buff that lasted just 1 day, and an XP bonus, which I accidentally lost 15 minutes later after entering TG. I'll probably continue this topic in another video. I don't want my episodes going over 10 minutes. Back to the drama. I was accused of being a traitor because I switched from wizard to dark mage. So Chapili said, "Traitor?" Like I said, I love wizard, especially for dungeons, but I refuse to stay stuck in a broken system. I spent a year thinking about switching because I wasn't happy. I was stuck doing Eternal Chaos Arena, Glacies Inferna, and UDX dungeons over and over. I thought to myself, this isn't the game I want to play. I love the character, but I want to run Forgotten Temple B, 3F, Celestia, and get decent drops. If Wizard's content is just those same 3 dungeons, then something went wrong. Why wasn't I told when I created my account that my class would be content restricted? Tell a new Force Shielder player that their content is only available after 8:30 p.m. during world bosses, and that even then, only if they're lucky to get a map. And even if they're there, they won't enjoy the full experience of the game because they're limited by the class they chose. It's not about surviving, it's about not having the damage. For anyone who doesn't know what content means in an MMORPG, it means enjoying everything the game has to offer, just like every other player massively multiplayer online role-playing. I've tested a lot of MMOs over time. Mu Online was my first game, also made by a Korean company, Webzen, then Diablo 1 and 2, and of course, the mother of all MMOs, World of Warcraft. Let me say a few words about World of Warcraft to maybe change your mindset about Cabal Online. The game came out in 2004, so it's been around for 21 years. It's not going anywhere, because players can't really play alone. When someone wants to run an instance, they have to team up. People are friendly, almost like a family, especially with the buddy list. If someone has an inappropriate character, they usually end up leaving on their own. Items drop already crafted and upgraded, and each player gets their own loot, so there's no reason for conflict, except maybe in PvP arena. That's what keeps the community together and makes sure things never get boring. The more players there are, the more fun you have. In Cabal Online, players ignore buddy requests. Solo players don't care about others. During world bosses, they act like they have Parkinson's and can't even target the boss properly. Since switching to Dark Mage, I can solo dungeons and deal solid damage. But I realized I hate playing solo. I get bored quickly and log off. Playing in duo is way more fun. One day, I'll return to Wizard no matter what. And here's a question. What's the support class in Cabal Online? In Mu Online, it's the elf. In Diablo, it's the sorceress. In World of Warcraft, almost any class can be support if they spec into priest. I'm not really into playing support, but just saying, these games usually have that role. Here's my own idea. Why not give us more info when creating a character? Let us choose a subclass that determines what kind of content we can expect. For example, a Force Shielder could have two paths. 1. Reduced defense resistance but high damage. Better in late game but lacks some core Force Shielder abilities. 2. The classic Force Shielder. Low damage, high tankiness, takes aggro. Great for parties. Force Archer could have: first, damage focused with no healing. 2. Support focused with healing and buffs. Wizard could have: first, Battle Mode 2 turned into a solo target damage mode with a solo SP buff. 2. Classic Wizard with AoE Battle Mode 2, farming focus, and extra buffs. Maybe even bring back sharpness. But hey, that's a lot of work. Or maybe you're afraid of what happened with Cabal Online too. Back to the comments. I kept this comment last. I'll explain why. Evisa said, even though it's true, I can't make a drop compilation video without music on it. No one will watch it. I saw your video, and I appreciate the support. I even plan to leave you feedback here. You mentioned Force Shielder making more money than anyone. But come on, you can't really know that. World bosses are like a lottery. Some days you win, some you get nothing. Maybe he's not even online when they spawn. I agree that Force Shielder damage calculation is broken. Based on the patch notes, it looks like the new system will add PvP stats into the CP total, which means they'll probably hit 1.6 million CP soon. And guess what? They still won't be able to solo the first boss in Forgotten Temple B3F. Defense means nothing if you can't deal enough damage to reach the boss in the first place. Also, when you suggested using Battle Mode 2 on Wizard, it only works for Level Up and Eternal Chaos Arena or Glacis Inferna, because those are the only dungeons with groups of mobs. Bosses are solo, and in solo fights, Battle Mode 2 is suicide. Here's a real example. When I had 900,000 CP, I tried Abandoned City solo. I activated Battle Mode 2 at the final boss for the extra defense. But I died. Why? No mobs around to him is mean, no HP regeneration. Battle Mode 3 was better. Maybe all Wizard players can confirm that if you use Battle Mode 2 on the solo boss, you have a higher chance of dying faster than in Battle Mode 3. Now, to answer your question, yes, I totally get it. It's really hard to make content around drop compilations or live streams. People ask the same questions, join and leave quickly, and you're stuck talking to yourself. It's not fun. But remember, this is a game. You should feel good, comfortable, and enjoy the content you're making. Still, every once in a while, just one video. Use your voice. Let's tell the guys from South Korea, this isn't okay. We're stuck in a broken system. Out of 10 videos with music, let at least one be your honest opinion about the game. Take that step forward. Say what so many players feel but don't say. I tried making a drop compilation too, but I haven't had a single good drop in 6 months. And now, let me be your DJ for the next 20 seconds. Let me take you to the most beautiful heights in the world. Take a deep breath. That sounded bad, didn't it? That's my voice when I scream so loud they can hear me in South Korea. We live in a world where today, if you act normal, you're seen as weird in society. But if you're a little crazy or have something to say, it's like you're seen in a better light. All right, folks, now comes the hardest part for me. I want to have your support, all of you. Maybe together we can change something. I plan to take a break from making videos. Editing one takes a lot of time. Now I want to see if I have your support. Should I continue or should I stop here? You decide. If the streamers out there could help me out by making a video too, where they talk about the game or give a live reaction to my video, or even make a drop compilation with the music I used, the song name is in the description, and title their video, We Raise Our Voices, and then post the link to their video here in the comments, I'll include their link in this video's description. This way, others will see that we are many and that we want to be able to play our favorite characters even in late game. Players in the game, if possible, please have the message We Raise Our Voices in your buddy status and post the screenshots on the Cabal Online Community Discord in the Share and Select Photo section. I'll be the first to post there. It doesn't matter what server you play on, Brazil, North America, Europe, or even the private one. Play Cabal. Let's not forget that on this server, our community from official makes up 80%. They left the official server because of the current system we have in the game. On Play Cabal, they rediscovered the game from the past, the one they all used to play together. There's no more stress because of the system. They enjoy the content even more than we do on official Cabal. To the players on the private Play Cabal server, if you're watching this video, could you answer this question in the comments? Why did you quit official Cabal? What was the reason? Okay, I've talked too much, too many topics. I need to stop here. Thank you for watching me. Goodbye with blessings and hearts. May you be stronger and your CP grow higher.